Hello, this is Michael Owens with Here Come the Irish, and you're watching the Two Irish Brothers Show. Go Irish.
How's it going, everyone? I am Sean Moriarty.
I'm Benjamin Walters.
And welcome to another episode of the Two Irish Brothers Show. Now, first things first, you guys know the drill. Hit that subscribe tab in the bottom right-hand corner if you haven't done it yet. Like or dislike the video for algorithm purposes. Helps us get more out there, if you will. And after you subscribe to us, make sure you hit that little bell icon so you're always notified of when new content is uploaded on this channel. Now, Ben, first, something I want to do first, and I know this doesn't really involve the show, but it's something special to me. I want to give a special shout out to everybody of the G-Town class of 2004, Geneseo, Illinois, baby. So shout out to all you guys, Ashley, Andy, Katie, Jesse, Cody, my buddy Ryan, the Leprechaun Connection. And I don't want to take up too much time because this is about Notre Dame, but oh God, who else? Amanda, Brett and Corey, Scotty J, all sorts of people that I know someone's going to feel left out. But one guy in particular, Ben, his name is James. And the reason I'm giving him a special mention is because, well, something's going to come out right now. You know about this. He is the one person who figured this out this past weekend at our reunion. He figured it out. So I might as well just disclose it to everybody. I just fermented my goatee. There, the cat's out of the bag. I said it. You want to laugh? Go ahead and laugh. But I think it looks pretty good. No comment from you?
It was a little bit of a lag for a second. Yeah, I think it looks good.
Damn it. The one guy in our class who has great eyes, he has to notice this.
Yeah.
But, no, again, to everybody in the class of 2004, sorry for not blanking on names, but forgetting everybody. You all know who you are. It was great seeing you guys this past weekend. And I'm so glad I came, and it was great to see all of you. So whenever I see some of you next, if it's a long time, God bless, and keep doing your thing and keep growing and getting stronger and all that good stuff. All right, so now that I've taken my moment to address my former classmates, Ben, and announce this to the world, let's get down to talking some Notre Dame football. And the first thing we have to talk about is the unfortunate news we got today.
Mm-hmm.
Benjamin Morrison, stud corner, one of our captains, out for the season with hip surgery. Apparently, I didn't know this, but he got the injury during the Stanford game.
Yeah. Yep. And it hurts, man. It hurts because it's against a team that just doesn't matter. That's the thing. Like, it sucks no matter what. Like, it doesn't matter who you're playing. It sucks. But it sucks really bad when you're playing a team like Stanford. And that happens. So, yeah, that's rough. Absolutely rough. But next man up.
That's how it has to be.
That's all you can do. I mean, all you can do.
It's up to you guys now. Christian Gray, Leonard Moore, Jordan Clark, who's probably going to come down and play some of the corner spot. And then we got a couple of freshmen that might see some time. I'm bad with names right now, but one is Hobbs. And let me see here. Let me see if I can't pull up the roster. Well, I guess that's not the point right now, but the bottom line is we're going to have some young guys playing. But
it also comes down to Marcus Freeman and Al Golden, because, I mean, just because we have a guy in mind doesn't mean they're going to go with said guy. So,
well, that's true. That's true.
It'll
So
be
let's not.
interesting to see what the depth chart looks like going into the Georgia Tech game, because that'll be telling and kind of give us a better picture of what and who replaces Benjamin Morrison. But
That's a good point. It's not
on
good.
the flip side of things, you cannot ask for much better than what happened this past weekend. 49-7. It was nice. It was there. I have very few things to gripe about in this video. Very few. It was so nice to see that Notre Dame really took the whole "we have a bye week" serious, because we've seen in the past where we just do not show up in a game coming off of a bye week. It's like we're sleepwalking.
Yeah, we get
this
a little
weekend was not like that. This weekend we looked very, very good in all three phases of the game.
Oh, absolutely. And you're right. We've seen that in the past where the Irish come out of a bye week and they look like they've been pretty much sleeping that whole time off instead of getting to work and really, getting healthy and continuing to learn and really prepare. No, you're absolutely right, my friend. As a matter of fact, funny story, when we were at the having our afternoon get together for my class reunion, of course, my friend Andy, who actually set that shelter up for us, he had some TVs in there, and we were watching all the 11 o'clock games. And when Notre Dame was kicking off, Stanford scores that opening drive, and I'm sorry, in that one drive, the defense wasn't looking too hot. And I'm thinking, oh crap, here it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Here it goes.
Everybody was.
So I tell him and his wife Ashley, because shout out to them again, because they are the ones who set basically the whole weekend up for us. So props to you guys. I told them, listen, I'm gonna go ahead and leave now, and I'll catch up with you guys later in the night for drinks, because I don't want to get mad around the kids right now. Thankfully, though, I come back later and they're like, Sean, you had nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
But let's continue with recapping the game. But let's start with the quarterback then. Riley Leonard, this is probably the best I've seen him all season.
Yes. Yep. You cannot ask for much more than what he gave you this past weekend. 16-22, 229 yards, 3 touchdowns for a QBR of 94.6, and then he also rushed one in. So 4 touchdowns on the day for Riley Leonard. Not too shabby at all. And that was something that I was worried about, because we talked about it in the preview. Was this passing game getting going? Because this was the team to get it going against, and we took full advantage. Thank God.
Yes, he I think maybe he watched the show. I don't know.
And on the flip side, our defense shut their passing game down. I mean, our defense shut them down pretty much altogether, but the passing game was completely shut down by our offense. Our offense shut down the passing game. Our defense.
It's okay, buddy. It's
74 yards total. 74 yards. Oh, okay, I take that back. 92 yards total. Sorry, between the two quarterbacks. So right under 100 yards, which is insane. Like, you can't ask for much more than that. Like, that's, I don't care who you're playing. If you can allow less than 100 yards through the air, it's incredible. Like, it's absolutely incredible. And this is now, the second time we've done that this season? So, like, just leave that there.
Well, and you could tell that Al Golden was really bringing the heat on defense, because look at these numbers. Look at these numbers. I mean, obviously 34 tackles, that's great, but 4 sacks, 8 tackles for loss, and let's see. Yeah. I knew we had some turnovers, didn't we? I thought we did. I guess not. Yeah, I guess
we
not.
had turnovers ourselves.
There wasn't.
we fumbled the ball once and lost it. Stanford got it.
Okay, I guess that was the only turnover then, wasn't
Bo
it?
Collins, and that's one of the only negative, other than losing Benjamin Morrison. One of the only negatives from this game, in my opinion, was that fumble and lost fumble by Bo. But yeah, I mean, the rushing, their running game was stronger than their passing game, which we kind of figured. 113 yards rushing, so not bad. Not too shabby. But oh my gosh, our jobs were made easy. Not gonna lie. 248 yards through the air, 229 yards on the ground. So, I mean, you can't ask for much more than that.
The only thing that sucks is I feel like such a crap fan because you and Matt Shelton, who's becoming, like I said, a good colleague and a good friend of ours on here. I mean, 4 times he's been on here in total. So what's up, Matt? How you doing? You guys had more faith in the team than I did. You guys, I think, what did Matt say? 49-17 or something like that? 42-17?
Yeah. I said 55.
And I said 38. What the hell's wrong with me?
I looked at more of coming off of the bye week and having faith that we solved some problems, and we did. Thank God. But yeah, overall, a really, really solid win against a very sneaky Stanford team that I was very worried about. Georgia Tech's up next, and they're another team that could sneak one by. So I'm glad that this is how things went, because winning's contagious, but losing's contagious too. And even if it was a close win against Stanford, that can hurt confidence. So yeah. I'm glad that it was, an absolute obliteration, and we steamrolled Stanford, and now it's on to Georgia Tech.
Yes. And honestly, Ben, this whole second half of the season, all 6 teams that we have left, both Army and Navy, Georgia Tech next week, Florida State, Virginia, and then end of the year at USC, any of these teams are capable of picking us off, even Florida State. Okay, their year hasn't been so hot, but they're still Florida State. All it takes is 1 week.
Level is there for Florida State. That's the thing that people need to remember. But yes, yeah, I agree. And we have some shocking records that we're going up against. I mean, Georgia Tech's next up. They're 5-2 for crying out loud.
They've been coming on strong the past few seasons.
Army's undefeated.
No, Army and Navy are both undefeated.
Both undefeated, yes. We're in week 7, 8. Depending on what team you are. And Army and Navy are undefeated, and Georgia Tech's got 2 losses. What is happening right now? So yeah, we got to keep on rolling, man. We gotta stay focused.
It would be nice if we came into this game against a ranked Georgia Tech team, but I would like to think that the voters would still see hey, this Georgia Tech team is coming along. They do have a top 10 win under their belt. Granted, it was against Florida State, who fell off the map after that, but still, you got to look at it from when they played that team. Yeah.
And I mean, ESPN's giving us a lot of credit right now. I don't know how much you've been paying attention to all that, but in the ESPN Power Rankings, number 6 for Notre Dame in the ESPN Power Rankings, number 12 in respective polls. So, on the up and up after that debacle that was Northern Illinois. So not too bad. Not too bad.
No. And, everybody can keep harping on Northern Illinois as much as we want to, but the one positive out of that is look at how this team has responded since that.
Well, and also look at, look at Texas A&M. I would not want to play them now. Like, they look really, really freaking good. So,
Yeah, and they're hungry.
So, yeah, man. Like, whoo.
But yeah,
Pretty
with the
crazy.
service academies being undefeated and both ranked, I've heard that's the first time since like 1946.
Oh, yeah, it's easily the 40s, yeah.
So,
well, and can we, and before, I mean, obviously we're an Indiana-based team. Can we talk about the University of Indiana, for crying out loud?
Yeah, where'd they come from?
Undefeated coming into this Nebraska game this week. What is happening? Like, and they're ranked 16th. Like, what is happening right now? It's insane. Like, insane.
Well, in recent years, I've caught a little bit of the Hoosiers, and they've
been decent. No, they have. You're right. They have. The Hoosiers have been decent. No, they have. But my gosh, like, they're, step away. And the University of Illinois too. I mean, Illinois is 5-1 themselves. So, yeah, what is happening right now? Absolutely nuts. But back to Notre Dame. Lots of positives for this game overall. Very, very few negatives. A good victory, especially with a rain delay. A rain delay, lightning delay, whatever you want to call it.
Weather delay.
A weather delay sucks. Absolutely sucks. It's a great way to kill momentum. We were rocking and rolling at that point. Then, bam, lightning strikes. We shook down the thunder from on high. And then there's a stoppage, and thankfully we just came right back out and just kept on rolling. So can't complain too much about that. Cannot complain too much about that at all. So
and going back to the play for a second on the field, I forgot to mention this, but this can't be ignored. When you look at the numbers, look at all the contributions from the running game.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, and heck, look at the passing game. We had look how many different people caught a ball on Saturday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 different people.
And one of those includes an offensive lineman, Pat Coogan, who caught it off a deflection.
So, I mean, that is spreading the ball around. Like, I love seeing that. That is hard to defend. That is hard to plan for when you got that many guys involved. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Let's keep it going against Georgia Tech. Like, absolutely love it.
And what's great, going back to the running game for a second, is Riley Leonard contributed, but for the first, I think this is the first time that he didn't lead the team in rushing. I mean, going down the line, it was Jeremiah Love with 53 yards and a touchdown on only 6 carries. But then again, this goes back to the contribution. Jadarian Price was the workhorse this week, having 12 carries, 49 yards. But then if this thing that's in my way would get out of the way.
Young with 7 carries.
A freshman. Then Riley Leonard. And then Anais Williams finding the end zone for the first time in his career. You got to love seeing that.
Yep.
So 7 different people touched the ball for the running game, which that's just playing like a team right there. And that's what you love to see.
Yeah.
And also on top of that, Denbrock, he called a really good game too.
Yes. Thank you. I'm hoping this is how it goes moving forward. Like, I want to see that continue, because this is how you become dominant and start really winning football games. So yeah, overall, man, loved it. Absolutely loved it. Gonna definitely go sit down and watch the replay of this one again. Beautiful thing about having Peacock. And
you really want to get people started on Peacock, especially on the Facebook.
Now, Peacock is my savior. I'm going to say that right now. Okay, like, anybody wants a dog, like, I have like nothing when it comes to cable now, nothing. And Peacock is how I see Notre Dame and all that. So, yep, there's a little advertisement for Peacock and Notre Dame and all that. But
I already made the plug for Just for Men hair, so Just for Men beards. I'm sorry.
Sponsors. Come on, sponsor us.
Yeah, come on.
Um,
I'll use the product some more. But
Yeah.
one thing I do want to add, Ben, and this is something that a lot of Irish fans need to remember. So it came out in the AP polls, we're number 12. People, don't read anything into that. We still have half a season yet. We're in a good spot. There's a lot of teams in front of us that are going to play themselves out of it. So we have a wide open shot for this playoffs, and we control our own destiny.
Yep. You got to keep winning.
Just keep winning.
Let everything else take care of itself.
Yes. And you keep winning, they can't keep you out. So, like I said, just play and play, do your thing, and keep winning. That's all there is to it.
Yep.
So on that note, everyone, myself personally, I have nothing else to add. Do you, Ben?
I got nothing, dude.
All right. Well, on that note, everyone, for the Two Irish Brothers show, I am Sean Moriarty.
I'm Benjamin Walters.
And as we always say, to cap off every video, good night, God bless, and go Irish.
Go Irish.